Good afternoon, everyone. It's a very beautiful afternoon here in the nation's capital, Abuja. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Abimbola Aduloju, and I will be your anchor for today's training session. Here in Abuja, it's a little bit cloudy. Looks like it's going to rain. I don't know what the weather is wherever you're connecting with me from. And right there with you on YouTube, we have Lutana Nwajagu, who will be moderating. And if you have any question or queries, please do drop it in the chat box. Lutana will be there to respond to all of your questions. So I will be taking you on this topic today, build your brand and sell online. Year 2019 was a very trying year for all of us. And it came with a challenge that none of us had imagined before. And the challenge was that everyone will have to sit at home and everything will have to shut down. The only things that were working were things that could get on the internet. And because of this COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of us have had to change strategies in how we do things, even businesses. And many of us who didn't have other businesses to do have had to be in a limbo because finances were short at that time. A lot of businesses that used to be offline had to shut down. So the implication of that was no salaries to so many of us. But for those who have businesses, they simply took it to the next level. Branding and going online. I'll give you an instance. You have brands like I think it's Versace, if I can't be too specific. What they were used to doing luxury brands, luxury clothing and clothing items to be specific. But when the pandemic came, they changed their brand to medical apparels, and they were busy selling online, and they continue to do business, making money on the internet. So we'll be talking about how to build your brand. So the pandemic has opened the eyes of everyone to see that there is a need for you to build your brand and move it to the internet. Now, when we're talking about your brand, does not necessarily mean buying and selling. You can build your brand in person. There are people who are motivational speakers. There are comedians. There are musicians. You had a lot of musicians that had to start putting their music on the internet because there were no shows for people to attend. There were no clubbing and all of those things. And so many other businesses. Motivational speakers had to go on the internet. Comedians no longer do stand-up comedy. They went on the internet. So the pandemic made everyone realize that the time has come for everyone to build a brand and move to the internet. So the agenda that we'll be looking at here today, we'll talk about how you establish your brand online. How do you establish your brand online? And also we'll talk about how you develop your e-commerce offering and how you utilize social media to drive sales. So these are the three things we would be looking at today. Now, before we begin to talk about those things, I believe there are some of us here who have businesses to do. Some might have some small businesses like selling of clothes, shoes, bags, and things like that. And some of us might even have a shop. How do you currently market your business? So please, you can let us know in the chat box. Lutana is there already doing a wonderful job, interacting with you guys there on YouTube. So please do let us know how you currently market your business on the chat box. Now, this particular training is for everybody, everybody. Now, for those of you who don't already have a business, it will be very important for you to begin to think about a business because the era we have moved into tells us that we need to have a side business apart from the primary business or the primary job we do. We need to have a side business. So some people market their business with social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and so on and so forth. Some people use flyers, some people use billboards, some people use out-of-home marketing, where you have a marketer go out to talk to people about businesses. So please do tell us how you currently market your business. So we are moving into the first module, establish your brand online. So another question here, what benefits are brought to business or businesses rather by going online? So before I begin to tell you that, please, you can still use the chat box to let us know what you think are the benefits that are brought to businesses when they go online. So please get familiar with the chat box. If you are presently in this session, you can let us know and let us know where you are joining us from. So please, you can just drop in your name and where you're joining us from. Let us know you're present. As we go on this in this session, my colleague Lutana will drop the link for the attendance and also certificates. There is a certificate that is attached to this particular training that we're currently having. There are so many modules, and also he will also be dropping a link where you can learn more on this topic and various other topics. So what benefits are brought to businesses by going online? Statistically, the population of the world is about 7 billion people. 7 billion people are currently living in this world. Now, out of this population, as of March 2021, about 5.18 billion people are on the internet. 5.18 billion people are on the internet. So now this is telling us that you have about 70% of the world population currently on the internet, which means that when your business go online, there is a high chance of people getting to know about your business. Many of us who do social media, even if you don't do social media, you browse the internet, you get to see a lot of ads. Some of these companies are not even Nigerian companies like AliExpress. You get to see Amazon and so on and so forth. So these companies are marketing their brands on the internet, and you here in Nigeria getting to see this ad. Now, you get to understand this is what they do, and you get to see and know what they do. When you have anything to do that has to do with the business they do, you have a product you want to purchase that is in line with what they sell, then you know that this company sells this particular product, and it gives a knowledge to everyone in different part of the world on what they do. Now, one of the major benefits businesses get by going on the internet is publicity. People get to really know about your business. People get to know about your business. People get to know what you are doing and what your business is about. Then also, information, giving people information about your product and services. First, people know that you exist. Secondly, people get to know about what you do. So these are some of the benefits people or businesses get by going online. And also sales. Sales is also an important benefit that businesses get by going on the internet. You have businesses like Jumia, Konga, and so on and so forth that do a lot of sales over their website. So a lot of companies are taking advantage of that. So these are some of the benefits that businesses get by going online. Banks also, banks are on the internet. Now it cuts the number of people that get come to the banking or by let me say an estimated maybe about 10%, because you have people now who do internet banking, people who do social media banking and all of that. So these are some of the benefits. Customer care services is also another thing that the banks have taken to the internet, where you don't necessarily have to go to the banking hall to make a complaint about an issue that you have with your account. You can take advantage of their online channel. So these are some of the benefits that businesses have enjoyed going on the internet. Now let's look at the statistics why businesses are going online. 1.79 billion people shopped on the internet last year. 1.79 billion people on the internet. Now, 97% learn more about businesses online than anywhere else. Why is that so? We browse the internet, we do social media. You get to see some of those ads, display ads. So you get to know about what those businesses do. I talked about that in a few slides ago. where some of the benefits that businesses enjoy: publicity, because these businesses get to talk about their product and services. So because about 1.7 sorry about 5.18 billion people use the internet, so there is a high chance of people getting to know about these businesses. Like, remember the statistics I gave you earlier: the population of the world is about 7 billion people. 7 billion. 5 billion people use the internet. So that gives us this figure of 97% of people learn more about businesses online than anywhere else. Then also 95% of purchases will be through e-commerce by the year 2040. A lot of people are now finding it convenient to shop on the internet than walking into a physical shop. Now, looking at this pandemic era, you no longer have to go into a shopping mall where you have a lot of people in crowded environment. It saves you a lot of things: energy, time, money, because sometimes you have to transport yourself to wherever you're going to shop. But it's easy and convenient for you to shop over your phone and it get delivered to your doorstep. So by the year 2040, 95% of purchases would be through e-commerce. Now, let's talk about how businesses use the internet. Once again, please do familiarize yourself with the chat box. Let us know what you think. You can ask your question. My colleague Lutana is there on the chat box. He's doing a lot of job. I can see him, talking about so many things here. So please get yourself familiar with the chat box and also let us know where you're connecting from. You can introduce yourself and tell us where you're connecting from. So, how businesses use the internet. The first thing, selling of products. A typical example, Jumia and Konga. These are the biggest e-commerce shops or websites in Nigeria. Jumia and Konga. There are so many other ones around the world, like Amazon in the US. You have the eBay. You have AliExpress, Alibaba as a group, and so on and so forth. Now, what's the primary objective of this brand? Is to sell product. Sell product. They showcase what they have on their website, and people go online to buy this product. Now, this is one of the things that businesses do on the internet: sell product. Now, the second thing is buying of product. Buying of product. You get to see businesses make bulk purchases. For instance, you can be running your business and also be shopping from another business in America, in the UK, in Canada, in China, and so on and so forth. Bulk purchases. Businesses also do bulk purchases on the internet. Advertising is another one that businesses do on the internet. You have the display ad and the search ads. The display ads are those ones that pop up on your screen. For instance, you're browsing on Facebook or some of those social media platforms, and you get to see adverts pop up on your screen. Even when you're browsing, generally you're doing a web browsing, you're searching for information, you get to see a pop-up, maybe Airtel, it could be Glow, it could be AliExpress, it could be Jumia, and stuff like that. Now, what they're simply doing is advertising their product and services. Advert. Now, that is display ad. You also have the search ad, where you search for things. Maybe, for example, you're looking for where you can buy a shoe on the internet, where I can buy a Samsung phone on the internet, and you get to see websites that are listed. They usually rank in the first, maybe the first 5 on the search result, and you see AD in a box written beside the web address. Now, these are advertisements. So this is also another thing that businesses do on the internet. Another thing businesses do on the internet is reaching out to customers, telling you about their new products, their new services. Okay, you want to learn to buy, you want to buy a car from the US. This is what we do. We can do that. You want to do this, we can do that. You want to do that, we can do this for you, and stuff like that. Now, reaching out to customers. This is what businesses do on the internet. Another thing, the last thing they do on this list is research competition. Research competition is a very, very vital tool. You're not the only one in this line of business. There are competitors, perhaps even bigger competitors. Let's say, for example, I just start up my e-commerce business. There are competitors like Ali. Let's look at Nigeria again now. Jumia, you have Konga, and Obezi, and so many of them like that. Now, these are likely bigger competitors. Researching about your competitors give you an insight on what your competitors do, how they market their products and services, and all of those things. So you get to understand the trend in which they are doing things. It gives you an understanding on how to run your own ad and how to channel the energy of your marketing. So these are some of the things that businesses do on the internet. Now let's talk about building an online presence. We've been talking about businesses getting on the internet, but before you get on the internet, you need to build your brand, and now you need to build your presence on the internet. It is very important for you to build your presence on the internet. Now, it's an essential thing for your business to have an online presence. Remember the statistics earlier, 5.18 billion people as of March 2021 use the internet. So, whether it's a website or an e-commerce platform or a social media platform or all of these three of the listed platforms, it is very important for you to find yourself on the internet. Now, finding yourself on the internet is like finding yourself in the space where people can find you. Now, this 5.18 billion people are looking for something on the internet. Now, your business might be vital to what they are looking for. So this is why it is very important for you to build your online presence. Now, there are some people who don't even have a physical shop. I'll give you an example. Jumia.com don't have a physical shop. Anyway, now, they operate from their warehouses. You buy online on their website. They have a presence on the with the website. They have their presence on social media, and also the website is an e-commerce platform on its own. Now, building that platform, giving yourself that presence on the internet, gives people ability to see what you do and gives you the benefit of connecting with your intending customers. So it is beneficial to get your business on the internet. So it is very, very essential. It's a very essential tool. So you can start by getting a website or getting an e-commerce platform or even social media pages. You have the Facebook, you have Instagram, and LinkedIn, and so on and so forth. A lot of people do WhatsApp now. There's WhatsApp for WhatsApp business. So these are very important tools that help you to build a presence on the internet. Now let's talk about the different platforms that are available that you can use in building your presence on the internet. Your own website. Your website is your shop on the internet or your business space on the internet. Just like we have a physical shop. What we have in physical is replicated on the internet, and that is where the website comes in. That is where you do your business, selling of your products and services. I gave an example earlier with Jumia.com. Jumia.com does not have a physical shop. They sell strictly on their website. If you want to buy from Jumia, then you have to go to their website. So you can build your own website. There are tools that you can use in building your own website. You have tools like Google Sites, you have Squarespace, you have there are quite a number of them. Google Sites and Squarespace, to mention a few. So these are examples of tools that you can take advantage of, or you can have a professional build a website for you using different platform, WordPress, PHP, and so on and so forth. Now, that's the first step we're taking in looking at going online. It's one of the platforms that you can use. If you can't afford a website, you can take advantage of what we call Google My Business. Google My Business is a Google platform that gives you the opportunity to showcase yourself on the internet, gives you an online presence, and also create a form of website for you that people can find you and find your businesses. Then the second thing is the social media platform. The social media platform, we have examples like Facebook, Instagram, Jumia, and so many of them. WhatsApp for business and blah 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 blah. Now these are interactive platforms where you can connect and engage with your customers. You can engage with your customers. So your customers can have a direct relationship, a direct link with you and your business. Then another one is online directory. Online directory, you have a lot of online directory. You have the Africa pages and so on and so forth. The online directory is synonymous to the yellow pages we used to have for the telephone directory back in the day, where you have a catalog of business phone numbers and addresses and stuff like that. The online directory gives you a catalog of contacts of websites. You can get phone numbers there, you can get the web address, you can also get an email that you can reach them. So you can also get a physical address. So your business can take advantage of online directory. You have quite a lot of them. You have EduSaco, which gives list of schools, businesses, and stuff like that. So it's another platform that is available that you can take advantage of. Then you have the e-commerce platform. Example of the e-commerce platform, you have Jumia.com, you have Konga. Now, the e-commerce is a platform that allows people to sell products on the internet. It's like a shopping mall. Let me give an example, like ShopRite, for example. All the products inside of ShopRite is not owned by ShopRite. They are owned by different companies and different brands. Now, these different brands bring in their products to display inside the shopping mall. So people come in there, you buy this product, you pay, and ShopRite gets to remit the money of these various brands to them. The same thing with the e-commerce platform. You can list your business on Jumia or Konga. So when people buy, they pay to Jumia, and Jumia pays you your money. So these are various ways that you can get yourself on the internet, get yourself online. These are various platforms that are available for you taking your business online. Now let's talk about e-commerce in Africa. Internet users in Africa is about 400 million people, 400 million internet users. Second only to China. China has about 700 million internet users. And remember, China has a population of almost 2 billion people. Almost 2 billion people. So they have about 700 million internet users. Africa is second to China. So it tells you that Africa is not far behind in terms of internet penetration. Then also, 10% of retail sales with an estimated value of 75 billion by 2025. This is an estimation, is a projection that by the year 2025, 10% of retail sales globally is going to come from Africa. Is estimated to be about 75 billion. And from revenue generated in e-commerce in 2017, we have about $16.5 billion. $16.5 billion. That is as of 2017. And since 2017, a lot of things have happened, especially in 2019 during the pandemic period. A lot of things have happened. People have had to make a lot of shoppings on the internet between 2019 and today. So there have been more shopping on the internet than ever before. Now let's look at some e-commerce platforms. Let's look at some e-commerce platforms. You have platforms like Amazon. Amazon is an American platform where people buy and sell. People get to list their products and services on Amazon, and you have interested buyers connect to Amazon to buy this product from all over the world. Now, if you come back to Nigeria, we have Konga and Jumia. Konga is one of Nigeria's leading e-commerce platforms, and it gives you, offers you a varieties of products from households to electronics to furniture, clothing, and stuff like that. Same thing with Jumia. Jumia is also an e-commerce platform where you can list your products and services on Jumia. It really doesn't matter what your product is. It could be groceries, it could be clothing, it could be shoes. You can get it listed on Jumia. Now, the benefit of getting your products and services listed on e-commerce platforms is that these platforms already have viewership. They have viewership. So listing your product gives you an advantage. It gives you a lot of benefit where you have people who are looking for this product can easily find whatever products that you have to offer on the internet. Now, let's talk about marketplaces. Marketplaces. We have an example like Kilimall. Kilimall is a marketplace in Kenya. First, let me tell you, a marketplace is just like your physical market. It's a platform created for people, for buyers and sellers to meet. Buyers and sellers meet. There are buyers and there are sellers. Just like you go to a market, you rent a shop or you buy a shop, and the buyers come into the market to buy from your shop. So this is how marketplaces work. So it's similar to the e-commerce platform, but it's a little bit different. A marketplace is an online market. Then you have the bid or buy. Bid or buy is a South African marketplace. The most popular one here is gg.ng. I believe that most of you here will know gg.ng. Buyers and sellers get to meet on this marketplace. So you can list your products and services on a marketplace. So you can take advantage of this to showcase your online presence. I mentioned the online business directory earlier. You have the yellow pages of Africa, you have the Africa business pages. Now, these are examples of online business directories. Like I told you earlier, it gives you the opportunity to be seen where you are listed in a directory. As people are looking for your services, looking for businesses, they are categorized by niche. That is the focus. Your niche is your area of specialization. By location is another way the online business directories categorizes businesses. Then also activity or size is another way it's being categorized. So buyers take advantage of this. Buyers can search by these various means to get what they're looking for. So example, you have the yellow pages of Africa, you have the Africa business pages. So these are examples of marketplaces. And even in Nigeria, you have examples like EduSaco and so on and so forth. There are quite a number of them like that where you can get your business listed. So now let's talk about how you get your business listed in an online directory. How do you get your business listed in an online directory? Now, getting your business listed in an online directory is a very easy and simple process. First, you need to register your business details. Okay, this Nigeria Limited or whatever thing that's your business name is, your business address, the phone number, email, location, and all of those vital information. Now, contact details is also a very important thing. Who will they be contacting when your business is to be contacted? Then the sector in which your business is operating. What sector is it operating for? Is it in engineering? Is it health? Is it real estate? Is it this? Is it that? And all of that. Then the country and region in which your business is located. So these are the few information that is required for you to put when you're registering. So it's a very straightforward process, just like you're registering on a social media platform. So let's talk about getting your business on social media. Just like we have our personal accounts on social media, we can also get our businesses on social media. A lot of business owners have taken advantage of social media, the YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. Facebook is the most common one. It's a very simple process. You sign up just like you're signing up for your personal account, but now you're signing up creating a business page. You're creating a business page, you're not creating a personal account. So once you sign up, it will ask you a few details about your business name, what brand, what category of business it is that you are trying to showcase and all of that. And you can create a username in which people can use in reaching you, and also you can add the details of your business into the profile. So by the time you finish this, you would have created your social media page for your business. So I'll be pausing for question. If you have a question, please do use the chat box. Let me see what's been going on here on YouTube. Yeah, I see a few persons are here. Yeah, Patience Olufemi, Grace Asupo, you're all welcome. So please, if you have a question, please do drop your question. I can see Shaya Wanti, Rachel. You're all welcome. So please, if you have a question, do drop your question. I'll be waiting. I'm just taking this time to wait for questions. If you have a question, if I need to answer, I would go ahead and answer. But if I would not be able to do that, then my colleague Lutana is there to answer some of these questions that you might have. And also, please do give us your feedback. Your feedback is very important to us. Let us know how you see this session and how you think we can help your business to improve, and or whatever you think you might have learned in the course of this business. So please feel free to ask your questions. All right, so let me go on to the next session. Right now, there seems to be no question on YouTube. So let me go to the next session, developing your e-commerce offering. Let me remind you, my colleague would be dropping the link for your certificate. There are certificates attached to this training session. There are certificates attached to it. You get a certificate of attendance that will be mailed to you. And also, there is a link that will also be shared to learn more. At the end of your learning, you get a certificate, Fundamentals of Digital Marketing. It's an internationally recognized certificate from Google. You'll be getting that. And also my colleague will be dropping link on our social media handle. You can follow us on social media. You might not have a question now, and maybe you would be having a question later on. So you can follow us on social media and get to see what we're doing, and you can always ask your questions. So I'll be talking about developing your e-commerce offering. We have talked about the e-commerce, building your brand. So let's talk about developing your e-commerce offering. Now, the first step in developing your e-commerce offering is getting a domain. We talked about a website earlier. One of the criteria, prerequisite for having a website, you must have a domain name. A domain name is a name of your website. Like for instance, your school, you have www.uprightchristianschool.com. The uprightchristianschool.com is the domain name. That is a name of your website. That is a name that people will be accessing you from the internet. So it is very important for you to get a domain name. You can get domain name from different companies. You have Africa domains, you have Google domains, you have GoDaddy, you have Q servers, so many of them, Google host, and so on and so forth. So you just pick a name, they'll verify to see if this name has not been used by anyone else. So if the name is available for you to purchase, then you can go ahead and purchase the domain name. Then secondly, I talked about securing the name. These are examples of companies you can buy names from: GoDaddy, Domain King, Bluehost. I mentioned Q servers, you have Google domains, and so on and so forth. So you search for a name, just like you can see there. Start your search name, your domain name search. So you just type in the name that you have in mind. So if the name is available, they give it to you to purchase and tell you how much it costs. Domain is quite cheap to buy these days. You have maybe between $10 and less than $15 most of the time, depending on the kind of domain you want to buy, whether it's a .com or is a .org, .ng, and so on and so forth. Then the second step is building your website. I mentioned building your website earlier when we were talking about building your online presence, and tools available on the internet that you can take advantage of to build your own website yourself. You have Wix, W-I-X, Wix. And you also have the Google site. These are tools that you can use. You don't need coding skill. You don't need web designing knowledge and stuff like that, there are templates that are already there created for you to build your own website. Templates that you can use to build your site as a novice. So you can put in the basic things that you want. But if you need a more professional website, then you can engage the services of a professional to help you build a site. But these people are making it easy for you to be able to have a presence on the internet. You need a presence, we can help you get an easy way to get on the internet. But if you need a more professional website, then you can have to pay a professional to help you with a website. Then you need to utilize and customize templates. Templates are things that help web builders to easily build a website. So with templates, you get all the basic structure, the design, everything is already put in place. All you need to just do is just insert this, insert that, and put that pictures, your text, and videos and all of that. Now, it's just like someone has built a house, a carcass for you, and all you just need to do is just come and fit in your windows, fit in your doors, and do your electrification and stuff like that. Just finishing. Now, this is what template is about. So you have Wix and Google sites that help people who don't have coding knowledge to build a template, to build a website. Okay, somebody here is asking a question: how do I get those who are not directly linked to my business social media pages to see it? Okay, yeah, that's a very, very vital question that is being asked by Dorcas Dowda. How do you get people who are not directly linked to your business to get to see? Now, there are two types of pages. When we're talking about adverts on social media, you have the organic and the pay-per-click. Now, the organic social media ad is where it is free. You create a business page and you post, you get your friends and family members to like your page and follow your page. Now, the drawback of the organic is that when you make a post, it is only those people that get to see whatever thing that you post about your business. But the paid social media ad are those where you pay per click or you pay per view. Now, those are the ones that you get to see when you log onto your Facebook or Instagram and stuff like that. You get to see adverts, you see sponsored ad. Now, those are examples of paid social media. Now, that is how people who are not directly linked to your business can get to see your business by advertising, by paying for the ad. Now, there's what we call demography. The pay-per-click gives you enablement to choose your demography. Demography is talking about who your business are, and who your customers are, where they are, what kind of customers are you looking for, their age group, and all of those information. Is a business for women? Let's say, for instance, maybe you are someone who deals with female underwears. Most of your customers would be female, women in particular. Now, you want to advertise to these categories of people. So the paid social media ad gives you the ability to select the categories of people you want to advertise to. Maybe you want it to be within a particular location. You want your ad to just be within Abuja, for example. So you can select the location you want your ad to reach. So whether people are linked to your business or not, they get to see this ad on their devices. Once they log into their social media pages, they get to see your business. So this is how people who are not directly linked to your business get to see your business. By you paying for your ad, by running a social media ad, which means that you have to pay for it. Now, the good thing is that you don't have to pay a lot of money to run ad on social media. You pay according to your pocket. You can pay for ad of 1,000 naira depending on the number of people you want to reach out to. So the number of people you want to reach out to depends on determines the amount of money you get to pay eventually. When someone is trying to reach out to 100 people, pays differently for someone trying to reach out to like a million people, for example. So this is what determines how much you get to pay on the social media ad. So this is how people who are not directly linked to your business can get to see your business. So let me see if there's any other question. Okay, Dorcas Dowda is asking another question. Must my business be legally registered before I can have a website for it? No, your business don't have to be legally registered, but it is advisable for you to register your business legally, because when you register your business legally, it becomes an entity of its own, separate from you, the owner. It becomes an entity, which means that you cannot be sued. Your business can be sued, but you cannot be sued. So if there's a problem along the line, it is, it separates the business itself from the owner of the business. So, and it gives people confidence to be able to deal with your business when your business is legally registered. But no, you don't have to legally register your business before you can have a website. No. Okay, Lutana already answered that question as well. So please, if you have any other question, please do drop it on the chat box. Lutana is doing an amazing job, responding to some of those questions. All right. So the next step is uploading content. Uploading content. When we're talking about content, we're talking about the pictures, the videos, the information about the things you do, the text that communicates about your product, your brand, and all of that. That is what we mean by content. Upload it to your website or your social media pages, just the same way we upload content to our social media handles, our private personal social media handles. Now let's look at best practices when creating content for your website. Prioritize your audience. It is very good when you give your audience priority. You are in business because of them. You're in business because of them. So frame your website in a way that focuses on how your product or services help to solve your customers' problem. Remember, business is about solving problems. So if you can't solve a problem, then you can't be in a business. The only way you make money is by solving a problem. So your customer's problem is your priority. Your business is solving your customer's problem. I want to, for example, people who are plus size do have problems getting a fitting on the wheels. Now, you have this idea of selling fitting on the wheels because you have identified categories of people who have this problem. Now, that is a business. You are solving a problem because you understand that, okay, when people who are plus size go to the market, they have to find their sizes. Then you find a way to get this product and services and reach out to those people who have this problem, and they pay you for that service in return of solving their problem. So that is business. Now, that is prioritizing your audience. Then also research your competitors. I talked about this earlier, researching about your competitors. Get to know what they are doing, how they reach out to their customers, what are they talking about. Identify your unique value proposition, that is unique selling point. So researching your competitors help you to understand your unique selling point. You identify your unique selling point. Your unique selling point is that thing that you do that is different from what your competitors are doing. Let's say, for example, we are running a dry cleaning service. I am also a dry cleaner. You are a dry cleaner. And we have our shop where we collect deliveries and we dry clean and put it back there. Customers come back and do pick up their deliveries. Now, I can take a step further by saying, okay, I will do a free pickup and delivery service. That is a unique selling proposition. So because my competitors are not doing this, it makes my own business a little bit different from what they are doing. And customers like things that alleviate problems for them. So you need to identify your unique selling proposition. Now, and also highlight what makes you special on your website. So you tell your customers that, okay, this is what makes our business special. Let's say, for example, like Jumia.com, they tell you that, okay, you get free delivery in Lagos when you buy anything above 10,000 naira. Now, that is what makes them different. Free delivery, you don't have to pay for delivery. Just buy the product and they deliver to you free of charge. Now, that is a unique selling proposition. You tell your customers, this is why we are different from other people. Then also learn search engine optimization basics. Search engine optimization help you to rank better when people are looking for websites that offer a particular product or service. Search engine optimization is free. It is free. It is free. It is free. Now, it helps to tweak your website in such a way that people can easily find you based on keywords. Now, you have to learn about keywords also. So, these are best practices when you are creating your website. So go above and beyond with these e-commerce plugins. Plugins are those extra features, those things that give you extra features on your website. For example, payment gateway is a plugin. Email marketing integration is a plugin. Promo and discount code too, where people can insert a promo code, to get discounts, is a plugin also. Easy checkout is another plugin where people don't have to go through stress to check out of your e-commerce website. So multiple payment option, like, okay, you can have your bank account listed, you can have card payment, you can have transfer payment, you can have payment gateway like Paystack and QuickTeller and stuff like that. These are plugins that makes things easy, additional functionalities on your website. Now, this makes it easy. Let's say, for example, on your business website, you can have a plugin for people to pay, where they don't have to think about going to the bank to make payments or transferring to your account. They can just put in their card details and make payments. So as I've seen a business that actually use recharge pin. They use recharge pin as a form of payment. Now, it's a very wonderful innovation too. So these are examples of plugin that we can use on our website. Now, where can you download plugin from? You have various places where you can download plugins. You have the WooCommerce. They help to build plugins where you can customize for your e-commerce platform. You have Easy Digital Downloads, also give you various plugins that are used for WordPress. And also you have WP e-commerce is also another store. Another website that help e-commerce businesses to get plugins all around. Now, these are open source solutions. Now, let's talk about a few other statistics. Make sure your website is mobile friendly. Now, when we're talking about website being mobile friendly, we are talking about your website responsive on mobile devices. Now, statistically, you have more than 90%, let me say about between 80 and 90% of the people who use the internet using their mobile phones to connect to the internet. So if your website is not responsive, it makes it difficult for people to be able to access your website. 2.41 billion people will shop on the internet worldwide this year, 2021, before the end of this year. So this is an estimate that was done. About 21 million online shoppers across Nigeria, South Africa, and Kenya. And 50% of consumers shop more on their mobile than in stores. So going forward, you have more people use the internet to shop than going to stores, and they will be using their mobile devices. Like most of you connecting with me right now are connecting via your mobile phones. So this is a clear example of what we are talking about. So your website have to be mobile friendly, and also you need to test the speed of your website. A slow website, it's a very big problem for your potential customers. Your website should be able to load as quick as possible. So you can test your website on this particular link that you're seeing here, g.co/test my site. So this will test how responsive your website is, how fast your website is, how many seconds it takes for your website to load. So it is very important for the website to load as quickly as possible on mobile phones. So I'll be pausing for question once again. If you have a question, please do drop your question in the chat box. Let us get to know what you're talking about, and let us get to know your question. Lotana is here and he'll be able to answer your question. And I might take a few seconds to wait if anyone has a question that I might talk about, I could talk about. So I would also be responding to the questions. So please get familiar with the chat box. Let us know your questions. All right. In the absence of any question, I believe everybody can hear me now. I seem to be back online again. If you can hear me, you can just let me know in the chat box. I believe everybody can hear me now. I seem to be back online. So, sorry for that interruption. I'm back on the internet. So we'll soon be rounding up. So let's talk about how social media can benefit your business. Social media can benefit your business in terms of publicity. Like I said earlier, Facebook alone has over 2 billion people that use the platform. Facebook on Instagram, Facebook on WhatsApp as well. So it means that your business have opportunity of tapping into this various platform and getting to see a lot of people where you a lot of people who can get to be interested in the business that you run. Now, benefits of social media generate more sales. This is one of the benefits of social media. You use social media to generate sales. Then also add value to your brand. You can use social media to add value to your brand. And also improving your marketing. It's easier these days to get to reach out to people via social media than any other means. And also building relationships. Social media gives a connection. It gives a connection between you and your intending client and customer. And also it helps you to stay competitive because a lot of companies are taking advantage of social media now to to get to run to get to connect to their intending clients. Now, how is your social strategy? First, your audience. Your audience. Secondly, your business goal. Thirdly, the social platform that you want to use, the tone of voice, and what success means. So let's look at these things. Um, define your strategy. Define your strategy. What strategy do you want to use? Who are your audience? That is demography. What are they interested in? That is psychography. And who and what influences them? These are questions that you have to ask yourself. When are they usually on the internet? And which social media do they use? Now, depending on the kind of business that you are running, if your business has to do with lifestyle, then you know the platform for you is Instagram. So, depending on the kind of platform business that you run, you choose a social media platform that might have the kind of audience that you're looking for. Now, we'll talk about goals. Goals. What are your business goals? Give a better customer service. Grow your brand awareness to generate more sales or to get more people on your website or to connect with influencers. So you have to define what your goals are. And also, you pick a platform. Different businesses have different platform in which is best suited for the kind of business. Is a business a business focus or lifestyle? So you need to understand what your kind of business is. If, for example, you are maybe a business that's into event management and stuff like that, then you know the platform for you is Instagram. So if you are a corporate business, the platform for you is LinkedIn and Twitter. So you have to understand the platform that is best suited to your business. So you pick one, start with it, test, learn, then you move on to another platform. So different channels need different strategies. You don't use one strategy for all kinds of businesses, platform rather. Then you define your brand's social voice. The tone of voice is very important. So you need to talk about your brand guidelines, the logo you want to use, the fonts and the colors, the tone of voice, that is the personality, the persona behind the social platform of your brand. Then the do's and the don'ts also is very important. the style of images that you put up on your brand is also a very, very important one. Then define what success means to you. Is it about growth in sales or in traffic? Is that what your success is about? Is that what you're looking for? Or you're looking for improvement in your customer service relationship? If that is what you're looking for, then it is success. Or the number of calls that is being answered based on referrals from your social media pages or the star ratings. So you have to define what success means to you, what kind of success you're looking for in terms of your strategy. Then you also increase in your brand awareness, increase the awareness on your brand, your reach, and also the numbers and mentions that you get on your brand. So you have to define what success means to you. Now, here's a question for you. Which social media platform do you currently use or does your business use? Please do let us know. Use the chat box on YouTube. Let us know the social media platform you currently use. Is it Facebook? Is it Instagram? Is it Twitter, LinkedIn, or WhatsApp Business? Let us know the platform your business currently use. So Lotana is back online. If you have a question, please do drop your question. Do let us know what platform you're using. Now let's talk about Twitter here. Twitter is good for a quick fire, rapid conversation. Is a good tool for a PR, public relation. You create a professional looking profile with a header image and your name. That's the username. Then also you get notice and join conversations by using the relevant hashtag. Like there was a popular hashtag NSAS back then, and some businesses took advantage of that, advertising their products and services because it was a popular hashtag at that time. There used to be hashtag Bring Back Our Girls at some point in time and all of that. Then you can ask questions and run opinion polls using Twitter. Then you can also retweet and engage with content your customers would like. You can pin tweets to display important messages, offers, and so on and so forth. You have example, showing right there up on your screen as well. Facebook is another tool that helps customers to find you and see what your business is about. I'm sure most of us here are familiar with Facebook pages. So you can link it to your main website. You can add your opening hours, your contact details, and all of that. Then you can also put a call to action button where you can say shop now or call us now, buy now, contact, and all of those things like that. Those are call to action buttons. Then you can use GIF, graphic interchange formats, and you can use videos to generate interest and also shares. You can share what your content that you have on your page. Instagram is another platform. Is a place where you share photos and videos of anything from new products of the day to anything at all. It's a lifestyle platform. So you can use photo caption to tell a story. You can get people interested. Celebrities take advantage of Instagram, especially because it has to do with lifestyle. So you can use hashtag, but don't use too much of hashtag on Instagram. Then also you can follow brand influencers, and you can also follow different brands and different people that you find interesting and might be interesting your business. LinkedIn is another platform that you can take advantage of. It's very great for recruitment. You can build a professional network, connecting with peers. You can create a personal or company page and also add a profile. And you can encourage your customers, employees to be brand advocate, like this, talking about your brand on LinkedIn, advocating your brand on LinkedIn. Then also make your company page search engine friendly. Generate interest by creating special showcase pages as well. Share product news and thought leadership content. So these are things that you can use LinkedIn to achieve. So I would also be pausing for a question for the third time. If you have any question, please do use the chat box, drop your questions. You can also drop your reviews, and we will be there to respond to your question. Lutana is doing justice. Lutana would also respond to questions. I would also respond to questions if need be. So if you have a question, please do drop your question. What are the next steps? What are your next steps? Lotana dropped this link earlier. learndigital.google.com/digital skills/courses. So you can learn more from this particular link. Using this link, it gives you 26 topics that you can learn from, and you can earn certificates at the end of this learning. You can earn certificates, fundamentals of digital marketing, using this link. All right, so find us on social media. Find us on social media. For those who did not see the social media link that Rosanna dropped earlier, here they are. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Facebook.com/digital skills for Africa. On Twitter, twitter.com/digital skills AF. On Instagram, Instagram.com/digital skills AF. So you can find us and follow us on social media, and also you can follow Sandstone social media. Lutana would also be dropping something very informative for you. If you have a question, please do drop that question. Before I go, maybe I might be able to respond to these questions. But if not, then maybe Lutana would respond to them. I hope you've been able to learn one or two things on building your brand and how to sell your brand on the internet. So for those who don't already have a brand, you can start now. You can build a brand. Most of us have had to sit at home for more than 6 months without any salaries. Now, having a side business gives you an opportunity to be able to open up that other part of you and earn money, and also taking advantage of the internet to build this brand on the internet. So thank you very much for being here, and thank you for watching. Hope to see you tomorrow, where we'll be talking about another very informative topic. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow by 8 a.m.